There is a huge hype over the Mi Note 10 Lite, which was launched along with the Redmi Note 9 series. The Xiaomi Mi Note 10 Lite smartphone provides a fantastic quad camera and amazing chipset on board. But is it worth the hype? Let's check that out in this video. Don't forget to follow my channel on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. So let's get started. The design is very familiar to the Mi Note 10. The front and the back are protected with Gorilla Glass 5. The device weighs 204 grams. It's available in 3 distinctive colors that are Midnight Black, Glacier White and the Nebula Purple. I have here the Nebula Purple, which looks awesome. The back is a shiny material kind of a glass stick, which looks pleasant and premium, but it's a fingerprint magnet. The device has a IR blaster and mic on the top, and the power button, volume rockers and the SIM card slot are on the right side. It is the dual nano SIM slot. There is no option to expand the storage. Coming to the bottom is the 3.5mm headphone jack, along with the USB-C port, mic and speaker grill. It's disappointing to know that the headphones are not provided along. Being a premium mid-range device, Xiaomi should have given the 3.5mm headphones. The Note 10 Lite houses a 6.47-inch AMOLED FHD Plus display with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. Similar to other flagships this year, there is this nice curve on either side which is not a waterfall display. Don't worry about the accidental touch. Xiaomi cleverly added a feature inside the display settings where you can select the areas to avoid an accidental touch. It has a 87.8% of screen to body ratio because of the water drop notch camera setup on the top. Still surprised to see notch design in 2020. Anyhow, speaking about the display, the quality is pretty good. It does deliver some really good vibrant color saturations with very good contrast ratio. Viewing angles were too good. Under the sunlight, it has pretty much good visibility. The Xiaomi Mi Note 10 runs on MIUI 11 based on Android 10. I expect MIUI 12 to be available in a couple of months. MIUI 11 feels just alright as far as my experience goes. Multitasking is good, and with simple layout and simple interface, app launchers are fast enough. Moving from one app to app is faster as well. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. More incredible videos are lined up for you. On board is the Snapdragon 730G chipset, and to support Adreno 618 is used for GPU. The performance was quite better than expected. I've tried to play some mid-core games and the device gets a bit warm when you try to play heavy games for a long time, which is usual with other devices as well. With UFS 2.1 technology, it comes in 3 variants: 64 gigs internal with a 6 gigs RAM, and 128 gigs internal and a 6 gigs of RAM, and the 128 gigs internal with 8 gigs of RAM. As mentioned before, due to the non-availability of SD card slot, you cannot expand the storage, which is quite a disappointment. Device is powered by a massive 5260 mAh battery with support of 30-watt fast charging. This massive battery gives a solid 1-day backup for a heavy user, and for me it was able to give 1.5 days. The Mi Note 10 Lite also comes with a 30-watt charger, and it charges to 100% in 1 hour and 5 minutes. Mi Note 10 Lite has the 64 megapixel powered by a Sony IMX686 sensor, which is primary camera, with a wide lens. Along with that is the 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, 2 megapixel macro camera, 5 megapixel depth sensor. With all that, there is a LED flash and laser autofocus. The cameras are excellent and their nighttime and AI shots are something of a beauty. Not only under good lighting conditions but also under low light conditions, the camera is working really well, which can be seen in these photos. The dynamic range and the picture clarity speaks a lot. The Note 10 Lite's ultra-wide camera has a 120-degree lens. Even though it lacks a telephoto lens, it does have a macro and depth sensor. It's like a flagship camera on a mid-range device. Flip the phone around and you will see the 16 megapixel camera on the front for blogging and selfies. The background separation is quite okay, but the color saturations are good. The dynamic range is too good. It can shoot videos at 4K at 30 frames per second with stabilization and it looks too good. But the 1080p 60 frames per second is smooth but lacks stabilization. The front camera can shoot up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. The fun part is the vlog mode that helps you to shorten the editing with the help of existing templates. They make some good shots for your YouTube videos. The fingerprint reader on the screen worked fast and precisely. By reducing the thickness 88%, Xiaomi increased the reader size. Even the face unlock was quick, but quicker than the fingerprint unlock, which almost makes me to forget the fingerprint sensor. While speaking about the fingerprint, I have noticed once you hold the finger for 3 seconds continuously after the screen unlock, you get the QR code scanner and the search shortcuts, which is quite good. Only for the name it's Lite, but Xiaomi has brought some flagship flair to this phone. I am surprised with such beautiful specs with the price so competitive. Note 10 Lite is above premium siblings and the average person is not worried about the difference between the 64 megapixel camera and the 108 megapixel camera. Now let me ask you, is it worth the hype? Put down your thoughts in the comment section below. With that being said, thanks for watching. I'm Manish and you're watching Technspice. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, bye.